Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. This is Kevin, and nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for...
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta Hawks are a team trying to rise, with Trae Young shooting from the logo and setting the table, and John Collins banging on people's heads. Collins said, "We're definitely going to have the best pick-and-roll chemistry in the league for years to come." We'll see about that, guys.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Williams at the 3. And for the Hawks, we've got Bogdanovic. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Herter in at the 3 spot. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
And it's good, 2 points.
That stroke looks so good from Trae Young.
Now Levine. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Vucevic. Bounce pass from Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Levine with the block. White looking around to the inside. Young with the steal. Over to the left wing. Herter. The shot will not fall. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
You see the strength Levine's added to his frame, allows him to fight through that physical D.
Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Young drives in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
Young against White. Here's Tice. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Herter passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Levine. Here's Tice. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
Young passes to Capella. And Bogdanovic kicks to Young. And he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 6.
The top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young, and he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. Pass to Bogdanovic. Passes it to Young. Here's Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Williams in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Chicago also making some changes. Young comes in for Daniel Tice. And Zedaransky sub in for Kobe White. Here's Levine. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
And then Levine with the jam.
And you can't let Levine get that kind of position. When he does, it is just too easy as he plays above the rim.
The Hawks leading. Young outside. Gallinari in the corner.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Young finds Vucevic. Over Gallinari. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Gallinari with it. Now defended by Levine. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Trae Young. And Chicago also making a switch. Markkanen, he's checked in for Vucevic. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
1:29 left to play in the first. The Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Zedaransky. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing. A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Zedaransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
And the Bulls making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Well, the scouting report for Zedaransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Zedaransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
50 seconds left in the first quarter.
And the one thing you don't want to give the athletic Aminu, an opening to the rim.
And Atlanta has possession, trailing by 4. Williams against Zedaransky. And the pass to Okongwu. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Now here's Levine. He's guarded closely, off target at the rim.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gallinari dishes to Williams. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. We chatted with Zach Levine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
You know, we should have energy and we should be outplaying the other team, like I said, just competitive-wise. we don't have all the miles other teams have. We should have energy, you know, young, hungry dudes that are ready to compete and show what they have in this league. And we shouldn't be tired out there. We should be the most conditioned team. We should be running people up and down.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Tony Snell is out there with Williams. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Herter in at the small forward.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Hawks trail by 8. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Gallinari. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Young finds White. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Lou Williams.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
For Chicago, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
First free throw is good.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Young's shot is good.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Satoransky. Pass to Tice. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Bean passes to Vucevic. Williams scanning the floor. 5 on the clock.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just you shouldn't miss that.
Here's Collins to the wing on the left. Herter. Again, the Hawks score.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Chicago leading by 8. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Yeah, easy call.
The Bulls have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The first free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so Levine nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Levine with it. 10 points for him. Passes it to Tice. Out to White. Over Collins. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. A 12-point game. Back to Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young traded on draft day for Luka Doncic, and they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. 1:43 left in the first half. Bogdanovich against Levine. Levine double team. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Williams finds Vucevic. Tice with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Out to White. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. White's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Collins looking around. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Over Levine. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Gallinari, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Chicago also making some changes. Young's checked in for Vucevic. Markkanen comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Aminu in for Williams. Gallinari against Aminu. And Gallinari kicks to Collins. Capella dishes to Gallinari. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
The pick and roll was perfect on that play. It opens up a terrific look for Gallo there.
Levine with it and guarded by Capella. And Capella sends it back. There's the pass to Levine. Tries again. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Gallo's so smart on the inside with his array of fakes and moves. He's always a threat to draw fouls on shot attempts like that.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Gallinari hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And Levine with the slam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Wright and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. Young against White. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Capella. Tried to bank it in, but he missed. The Hawks trail by 8. And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
It's Young on the wing. Light covering. Herder, no good. Chicago leading by 8. Stolen by Collins. Young inside. Light covering. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
LaVine double team. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Herder passes to Young to the paint. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. LaVine double team to the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance. Covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. And it's Tice in the corner. LaVine finds White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. A shot by Williams, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Bobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Atlanta making some changes. Alinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Herder. And it's Williams in for Young. Then for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Satoransky against Williams. LaVine double team. Break here. Here attack on the Hawks. From deep, Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. That's tipped, stolen by Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And Levine plays defense really with a chip on his shoulder. He's heard all the critics who get on him about his D, and he wants to prove them wrong.
Williams kicks to Gallinari. Ejected by Young. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's Collins. Snell dishes to Williams. Lets it go. Snell, no good. Chicago leading by 8. Satoransky looking around. He kicks to Williams. Pass to Levine. Now, here is Young. Gallinari with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. Aminu comes in for Williams. 1:31 left in the third. Back to Williams. Launches a 3. That shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Satoransky, bounce pass. Outside, Levine. To the right side. The 3. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Bogdanovich against Satoransky. Right side, Markkanen. From about 19 feet. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. White, he's checked in for Chicago. And Atlanta has possession, trailing by 4. Gallinari on the wing. And Gallinari throws it down.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Markkanen, second chance effort. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Snell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Bulls out front, leading by just 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Gallinari. Young is out there with Williams. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Here's Markkanen. Yes! And the foul. That's on Lou Williams.
How about the focus from the native of Finland? It's clear that Markkanen is used to playing through contact.
And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
The Hawks trail by 5. Passes it to Capella. Here's Williams. Sinks the 15-footer.
Lou Williams is so patient about getting to spots on the floor where he knows he can score from. He becomes a master of the mid-range.
Levine passes to White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Williams kicks to Gallinari. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. Fourth quarter still Young, just over a minute play. Young from outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Levine dishes to Markkanen. Good work defensively by Capella.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
White, good. White's got 9 points here in the second half.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Young against Tice. Young, good.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Now the pass to Tice. Back to White. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Atlanta calls timeout. So for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Lou Williams. And Chicago also making a switch. Vucevic, he's checked in for Markkanen. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Levine, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Outside, Bogdanovic. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Capella.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
And no reason to settle in that situation. If they're going to give that up, he's going to take all of it.
Bean passes to Tice. No good that time. Ready by Bogdanovich. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. They get the rebound. Here's Herter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
Herter very comfortable taking that big shot.
Bogdanovich against Levine. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He misses the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Young is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Chicago now. Chicago leading. It's White on the wing, defended by Young.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. .141 left in the fourth quarter. Young for three. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Levine finds Vucevic. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
On its way from Young for 2. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Levine. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Beautiful. Levine getting more comfortable as a go-to guy, wanting the shot when it matters most.
Young against White. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Here's Young.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
Outside, Levine. He dishes it to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Williams passes to Tice. That shot misses. Collins with some nice D. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Good! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Bogdanovich against Levine. Pass to Tice. Back to Levine. White left side. And Vucevic kicks to Williams. Here's White. It's in!
And right now, White red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Bogdanovich, that's for two. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.